I am telling you guys, the next Bruce Arians is going to win the Super Bowl. The next Bruce Arians is Rich Bisaccia. This guy's the next Bruce Arians. This guy was overlooked his whole career. This guy is a natural leader of men. This guy is from the East Coast like Bruce Arians. This guy is from New York. Bruce Arians is from New Jersey. He's got a swole goatee just like Bruce Arians. I think Bruce Arians was hired at 62 years of age to be the Cardinals coach, and right now Rich Bisaccia is 61 years of age. And you see the similarities, that this guy was a light, gentle, a hug him, you can approach him all you want, and coach every guy really hard on special teams. That's what these guys are like. These guys are the cool uncles. Now let's go back to Las Vegas, suffering as a COVID hotspot in the United States of America. Bisaccia is of Italian blood, according to Marquette King. Italy was the epicenter for COVID. Italians suffered a lot of loss. Italy won the Euros right after the epicenter from 2020. Right, the same kind of feeling is happening in Vegas as we speak with the tourism industry, according to Marquette King. He knows the last name. He knows him personally. He knew him from the time. The crown is about to be passed on to Derek Carr. Not only does it do with the fact that Derek Carr is 30 years of age and that Corona is Jumanji of 30, in the fact, like I've said before in that video, that it is a coronavirus that is Jumanji of 56, but the fact is Derek Carr is taking the crown from Tom Brady as the face of the league. It is Derek that is Jumanji of the crown. Now take a look at it. The Raiders are actually at 44 postseason games right now. Derek Carr's first playoff game would be number 45, which is interesting because it is New England, the last dynasty that had Jumanji of 45. John Gruden does have 45, and it's next dynasty that is Jumanji of 45, and Derek Carr threw 171 touchdowns last year. But it's the fact that it's Derek that is Jumanji of 25, and the Raiders have 25 playoff wins. The Raiders will easily get home field because not only is the Gematria of Corona synced up with Bisaccia being Italian and the fact that Derek Carr is 30 years of age, but Corona is crown in Spanish, and crown is synced up with the Raiders' 28th postseason victory. It is still my theory that the Raiders get home field advantage. The Raiders can easily be 7-3 at some point. However, I like 7-2 because it is Richard Bisaccia that has Jumanji of 72. Same Jumanji as Inglewood. In my view, I can easily see the crown happening to take the Super Bowl championship from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 3 playoff wins. 3-0 for the postseason to take the crown at 30 years of age. It's true that it is Carr that's got Jumanji of 40, which is why people like the 4-0. But I don't see it. I see the Raider dynasty being unleashed right after John Gruden left, right after John Gruden got fired. Marcus Allen wore number 32. The Raiders are 3-2. This is all like Tom Brady. Except the fact that this new coach is not a guy who has gone on the bad side of the owners in Roger Goodell. This is what happened. There's nothing to do with this homophobic, misogynist emails. It has to do with the fact that he pissed off the owners and that he called them the F word and the P word. They say it a lot in middle school and all that. I don't know how, if anyone's allowed to say these words nowadays. But that's what I see right here. The 47th playoff game, period, for the for the Vegas Raiders. 45-46 because John Gruden was sacrificed after Chicago. In that same Jumanji's Los Angeles and Buccaneers, we've seen how the crowning Gematria worked out because the Buccaneers in coronation have Gematria 124. And the fact that Coronate and Buccaneers has Gematria 91 and 37. So naturally, when we get to Derek Carr in the Gematria Gold, when we see the crown in action, we see the passing of the crown to Derek Carr. So what is the passing of the crown? Is pass the torch. And pass the torch also has to the Gematria of the Raiders. This is how we know that is exactly what is happening in this Super Bowl. And this would be Bisaccia's 15th game as a coach, because the Raiders are 3-2. There's a 17-game regular season. So that's 12 right there. And then 3 playoff games. The 15th playoff game, the 15th game of the tenure of Bisaccia is going to happen against the Rams. And it's going to happen against Tampa. And this is another big reason why. At the end of the day, I like a 12-3 finish for Vegas with the special teams coach. That's what I like. I like Los Angeles, California under 13. We see the Raiders at under 13 wins, and then it's 12-3. It's defeating Tom Brady, number 12, in the Super Bowl. That is what is going to happen right here for Bisaccia and company. So, if you win 10 games the rest of the way at 3-2, this is 12-5. 12-5, from what I've gotten, is the Gematria of another host of the Super Bowl, the LA Chargers. That's the main one that I got right there. That is the main one to look out for. 12-5 to finish the year. This is a 10-3. This is a 9-3 finish for the season. As someone else noted, because Richard Bisaccia, as Coach Richard Bisaccia, has Gematria 93. Now, when we get to the crown that Derek Carr is about to take for the Raiders' 28th playoff win of all time, what are we seeing? We're seeing that the Raiders are the Super Bowl champion, and the next Super Bowl champion will be the Packers. This is what you are seeing with the 28th playoff win for the Raiders. Is that the Raiders win the Super Bowl, and then just the crowning of the gold post Brady is going to happen next year.